Yo, so I want to talk about proof of God. Yeah, like, cause for most of us, we go our whole lives without seeing God, and for a lot of us, we go a long way without believing in God. For me personally, I didn't believe in God until I became a young man because of the instances that I've been through. Um, Yo, that's cool. I just seen this little thing. I don't know if y'all be able to read it. Oh no, you can read it. Yeah. I don't know. This is cool. Oh, it's backwards. Shit. I'm gonna flip the camera around so that it's good. But it says life is just a phase. That's crazy. Life is just a phase. That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, death is not real. Death is a part of life. Like, cause think about it. Like, yeah, like without life, there can't be death, and without death, there can't be life, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I do remember being a young kid and thinking, like, yo, I'm like, how did I get here type shit, you know what I'm saying? I don't know necessarily if it was like, oh shit, I'm back, but it was like, how the hell did I get here? Because I knew deep down inside who I was, even though if I didn't really like no, deep down inside I did know who I was. Very enlightened soul, very advanced soul, very advanced soul. Just thinking back to my younger days, very high vibrational kid. I'm not gonna lie, like extremely. Like when I was a kid, I was more vibrational than anybody, more high vibrational than anybody that I've ever met. Yeah, anybody that I've ever personally met in my life, including who I am like right now. As a kid, I was more high vibrational than me right now, and everybody that I've ever met in my whole life. So, like that being said, like I feel like when you're a kid, you're at your like you're who you are, kind of, like you haven't stepped into everything that like you are, because I was never like with the shits on some shit that I would like kill somebody or do some shit like that, you know what I'm saying? But I was very I don't know, I was just like very like in tune with like what was right, what was righteous. But anyways, as a kid, right, I didn't believe in God. My mom and my father both come from religious families, but they are the only ones in their whole families that don't believe in God at all. They believe in science. And so I was raised like that, and I grew up like that. And personally, well, that's beautiful. But personally, yeah, like I didn't believe in God. I would actually laugh at kids at school that believed in Jesus and believed in God. And I honestly do still think that if you really believe in Jesus, like you got another thing coming. You really believe in the Bible. You gotta really step out the box and like look at what it is. Jesus is not coming. No one's coming to save you. I hope you know this. And even the spiritual people that believe that like the Anunnaki is coming back to save you like physically. No, bro. Everything is spiritual. So I believe if you believe in Jesus like that, like Jesus is not gonna come, the Son of God is not gonna come from the heavens to save you. You feel me? You gotta save yourself, number one. But Jesus, that energy, I do believe, can be found within you. What you think is Jesus is honestly within you. But also, the Bible, people will be taking it literally, but you got to see it for what it is. The Son of God. The Son of God. What is the Son of God? Think about it. What do you think the Son of God is? If God is the one that created this entire universe, who do you think his son is, especially in the world that we live in? The Son. The literal sun in the sky that shines down on us every single day, giving life to everything. Dude, it sounds like blessings are just falling out of the sky right now. Um, but yeah, like the sun is literally the sun. It's literally the bright sun that shines down on you, that rises up, that illuminates the darkness for what, like 16 hours a day or some shit like that, you know what I'm saying? 18 hours a day, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. From 6 or, yeah, right? From 6 a.m. to like 8 p.m. or some shit. Like 12 to 14 hours or some shit. I don't even know. I don't even know if like hours are even real, bro. Because how the hell is it 60? How the hell is it 24 hours in a day, but 60 minutes in an hour and 60 seconds in a minute? That don't make fucking sense. Also, there are not 365 days in a year, because if the earth is a fucking sphere or a circle, it's 360 days because it rotates at 360 degrees. A circle rotates at 360 degrees, so it's not 365, it's 360. They got everything fucked up. But so what was I saying? Okay, proof of God, right? So I came from a family who's not religious. They don't even believe in God at all, because my parents have been through very fucked up situations in life, and they just have seen things that they seen things that's like, how can there be a God if fucking some shit like this like just happened, you know what I'm saying? And also like they're very into history, so they see and they travel a lot across the world, see a lot of impoverished people, you know what I'm saying? But honestly, what I believe is, like, if people are in poverty, like, I do believe like everybody is there for a purpose, so everything happens for a reason, right? So if people are in poverty, like, they're meant to be in poverty at that point of time. They're meant to either break out the cycle, end poverty for their family, which was what my father did. My whole family for generations were in poverty, and my father was the only one in the entire family that broke that generational curse of poverty and got his immediate family out of poverty, as well as helping a lot of people in his family around him to get out of poverty themselves. So I do believe it is upon you to get yourself out of poverty, to get yourself out of situations. That's what I'm saying. Jesus is not coming for you. It's yourself that got to save yourself. You got to save you. No one's coming to save you, bro. No one's coming to save you, sis. You got to save you. You got to save yourself. And if you are as powerful as me, if you are one of the chosen ones, you will save yourself. And by saving yourself, you will save everyone around you. Everybody around you, you will save them as well. That's what comes with being a chosen one. But so yeah. So it didn't take me until I was a young man to believe in God, because I've been in situations where God was the only reason, you know? Like, shit would happen. Shit was sent to destroy me completely. Just completely destroy me. Things were even sent to kill me multiple times. Things were sent to mentally destroy me, physically harm me, physically destroy my energy, and literally kill me. And it didn't happen. I'm a son of nature. I am a son of God. Look, and there's even a sun, bro. Yo, like, this is crazy. Like, even a picture of a sun. I don't know if you can see that. With a little symbol of like a yellow sun. I didn't even see that. You know what I'm saying? Sorry. Just making sure y'all can see this well. Yeah, because I don't know how my camera flips, so I can't see what you guys are seeing right now. But feel me? So things were sent to destroy me and they didn't. So that was one proof of God that I had. I'm not gonna get into the specifics because it's a really crazy story, and maybe one day when I'm like an older man, I will tell it. But it's just some insane fucking shit that like nobody I know has ever been through that shit. It's just like fucking crazy, bro. So that's one proof of God. Another proof of God is the devil, yin and yang, right? You don't know that God exists, but you know the devil exists, right? Because the devil is from the 3D realm. The devil can only operate in the 3D realm, right? Or, it could probably also operate in the 4D realm on the third dimensional plane here, like on Earth. I believe the devil can only exist on Earth or in lower planes of existence, lower than Earth. But I don't think that, because the devil is what it is, it cannot ascend. It is a fallen angel, or probably, I don't even know if it ever was an angel, but it's just a fallen spirit. So it fell so hard, so much that it's stuck in that for all of for all of eternity. Now I do believe that the devil was actually an angel that fell, because that makes sense, because that's why it's so powerful. But it's only able to operate in negative frequencies because it was an angel. Maybe it was a god that just fell and it got punished. And it kept its power because it's a god, but it's not able to ascend. So it's damned to hell for all of eternity. You feel me? And so proof of God is that there is a devil, because yin and yang, without negative, there would be no positive. Without positive, there would be no negative. If it was just positive, there wouldn't be no. If it was just God, there wouldn't. Yeah. If it was just God, it would be heaven. You feel me? Nothing bad would happen here. If it was just devil, it would be hell. Nothing good would happen here. But we live on earth, and there's both. There's both bad, there was both good. We both have to live, we both have to die, we both have to survive, we both have to kill. You know what I'm saying? So there is that duality over here. And so, I feel like for people that don't know, that don't believe in God, or they need proof because they never seen God, it's not about seeing the physical God. Look around you, look at nature, right? Right? So, you know what I'm saying? Like, look at instances in your life. Like, if there wasn't God, how the hell would you have made it out of that instance if it was just like people, you know what I'm saying? How the hell would you have gotten out of jail for doing some shit like that? You know what I'm saying? How the hell would you have survived going through that shit? You know what I'm saying? How the hell would you survive a fucking gun attack? How the hell do people survive getting shot in the fucking face? Fucking, you just heard that story about Lil TJ. He got shot 7 times. They didn't think he was gonna survive, and now he's back on stage. How the hell does that happen, bro? When there's no God. I feel like if it was just devil, if it was just negative energy, feel me? If I had a gun and I had an enemy and I wanted to shoot the enemy, bro, that enemy is not gonna survive, you feel me? So the fact that people survive that shit is proof that there's God, proof that there's angels, proof that there's protection from nature. And I feel like only the righteous ones are the ones who are protected, as long as you're living righteous. So I'm balancing on a log right now. Oh yeah. But as long as you're living righteous, you got nothing to fear. You can literally go into the world as a spiritual warrior and know that you're protected and fight against all evil. But there's always two sides to it. There's like a duality, you know. And I think that's proof. Also, another proof of God. Look at nature, right? Look at the beauty of nature. Look at the trees, right? So number one, the trees these trees don't look that crazy, but trees are beautiful, right? Trees give out oxygen, and trees, you know, they ground us. I can feel this energy like from this tree. You know what I'm saying? The tree can feel my energy because the tree has a soul. I hope you know trees have souls. Like this guy right here, like he has a soul. This is a soul that chose to incarnate on this earth as a tree. And if you didn't know, you see all the trees here, they all know each other. They're all talking to each other. You know, they're all in contact with each other because there is a whole network of roots underground. There's it's literally scientifically proven that there is an entire network of roots that trees communicate with each other underground. For example, let's like you see like this tree here, how it's kind of just like slanted. That tree is asking the other trees like for help and for nutrients so it can like so that it can survive. So this tree's asking for help. All the other trees around hear this tree asking for help. And you see these big trees here, how they stand big and tall and they are very healthy. They're gonna send some of their nutrients to this tree because they have enough nutrients. They're gonna send what they have to this tree and help this tree survive. And that's like I fuck with trees like for that. Also, when I was on shrooms, I felt this tree was really like speaking to me, like not saying words, but like telepathically, like it like noticed me and it was giving me like a high five, and like I was able to high five it from like mad far and shit, and like it was fucking with me heavy, like, you know what I'm saying? So like I really fuck with nature, like, you know what I'm saying? Also water, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, like water in nature, like water brings life, right? Water brings life. You know, without water, there would probably be no life, or at least here on Earth. You know what I'm saying? Rain. I'm just saying everything in nature, bro. You know, also green, how everything's green. You know what green represents? The heart chakra. Green represents love. And green does not represent money, you know. I mean, even though you do see all these leaves as like, you could just see that they're all like abundance. You can see it as like abundance, but green doesn't represent money. The reason why they make money green is because of the heart chakra. Imagine if money, because money is really probably like red, you know. It's really the vibe of like the root chakra, or maybe like the survival chakra, you know. Like imagine if money was like red, you know what I'm saying? That I feel like that makes more sense or some shit, you know what I'm saying? But they make things certain colors to trick you because they know about your subconscious. So money's green because of the heart chakra, but money has nothing to do with the heart. Nothing at all. If anything, it has something to do with the root chakra as survival and food. Maybe the sacral chakra, maybe like yellow, the sacral chakra, so it makes you feel good, like stable and good about yourself. But it's really like yellow chakra energy, and if any at the highest, and basically root chakra energy red. Money should be red and like maybe yellow. You feel me? It should not be green because it doesn't not represent the heart chakra whatsoever. But yeah, I'm just saying, just look at nature, just look at the colors, you know. The fact that in winter all the leaves fall off and then it fucking springs back up in a few months, like, oh, about that also, the year don't start with January. Think about it. The year does not start off with January. It's just like how they got you thinking that like the week starts off with like Monday, when the week really starts off with Sunday. Sunday, the day of the sun, the day is for you. Sunday is a day for you. So I'm about to get into that real quick. So first off, I said that the year does not start in January. It does not start in January. The year starts in late April. Oh, maybe March. I don't know. The year either starts in March or like May. I think it's March. I think the year starts in March. Also, it doesn't make sense that we have 12 months. I'm about to get into that shit. So, if you think the year starts in January, look outside and tell me if that's really looks like a fresh start. Tell me if that really looks in January looks like a fresh start to you. I mean, where I live in New York, so we go outside, it's fucking snowing, it's brick, it's fucking horrible outside. You don't want to be outside. You want to stay indoors. You're not outside to get sun, to get the nutrients from the sun. You're not outside. You're bundled up. If you are outside, you don't want to be outside. And you're depressed because seasonal depression is a real thing. So it's funny how the higher ups of this society make the start of the year the worst fucking month, you know? And I'm not bagging on anyone whose birthday's in January, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, if you look outside, everything dead outside. The trees got no leaves. The wind is bitter cold. No one's outside having fun. It's all indoor shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's funny because as humans, we do make the best out of the worst possible scenarios, right? So we will go outside and sled, you know, we will go outside and play in the snow and tackle each other in the snow and have snowball fights, you know, because that's who we are. But if you look at nature, though, everything in nature is covered in snow. And that gets me to another thing. I think snow is fake, but I'm going to explain that in like a little bit after this. So yeah, in January, in February, in December, those 3 months are just, everything is just dead outside, you know what I'm saying? There's no life. You want to stay indoors. And I don't know about you, but I'd be very depressed, especially if I'm not fucking with no girl at the time. I'm very depressed because I'm lonely. I'm sad. There's no vibes outside. There's nothing to do. You don't want to talk to nobody because you got your fucking hood up and, you know, you just cold as shit and you just go get food and go back home and that's it. And that's every single day. So how the hell can that be the start of a new year? It's not. That is the end of the year. The start of the year is after winter, when everything starts to bloom again. The start of the year is in spring. You know what I'm saying? The start of the year is spring, where everything starts to grow back again. You see all the leaves coming back, all the green coming back, all the flowers coming back. Everything is springing. It's springing back up. That is the beginning of the new year. Understand that. And the higher ups in society make the beginning of our new year the end of the real year to get us all fucked up, because guess what? That's when you make your goals, right? That's when you make your New Year's resolutions. It's fucking December 31st and these fat bitches are in Times Square saying, oh my God, I'm gonna lose weight today. My New Year's resolution is to lose weight. Yeah, we're gonna work out. How the hell are you gonna do that when, number one, you're fucking fat? I'm not bagging on fat people because, you know, I got a little gut too, you feel me? But I'm just being real. How the hell are you gonna do that if you have not started already? Because you're not doing nothing unless you start that shit right now. Honestly, if you got a goal right now, I dare you, go start that shit right now. Pause this video, come back to that shit. If your goal is to go work out, pause this video, press save for later, go to the gym right fucking now, work out for an hour until you can't work out no more, and then come back and hear me speak the rest of my truth. I'ma wait. Life is just a phase, it says. Like, that's cool. Like, life is just a phase. Like, if you think about it, everything you go through, like you got out that shit, you know? No matter how bad that shit was, no matter if they throwing bullets at you, you feel me? You got out that shit. You feel me? Life is just a phase, death is just a phase of life. Without life, there would be no death. Without death, there would be no life. And trust me, because I am connected to the spiritual realms, I am able to communicate with passed over loved ones. Like, I'm not necessarily a medium, so don't like ask me to do some shit like that, but I'm clairvoyant, I am clairaudient, I can see spirits, I can communicate with spirits, and I can talk to I can communicate with passed over loved ones, and ancestors and spirit guides too. So trust me when I tell you that life is not just this. There's more life like this, like, you feel me? Like, just think about like who you are, who you've been your entire life, who you are is just a little role that like you're playing, you know, that this is the person that you have to be at this point of time in your period of soul evolution. So yeah, so what was I saying? Back to the days of the month and like the years and shit, right? So, you know, it doesn't make sense that the beginning of the year is when everything's dead. The beginning of the year is when everything's spring. So the beginning of the year is in spring. The end of the year is in February. Also, it doesn't make sense how there's 12 months. I heard some shit before that there's 13 months, but if you think about it, I really think there might be 9 months or some shit around that. You know what I'm saying? Because how the hell does a baby takes 9 to 10 months to be born, but there's 12 months in a year? I also feel like the months are not 30 days. They're probably over 30 days. It's probably some shit like 35 days in a month, like really, or some shit like that. And they just brought them down to like add extra months or some bullshit. I'm pretty sure fucking January through February is the same fucking month. You know what I'm saying? I believe in seasons, bro. There should be seasons and not months, bro. So like spring, fucking autumn, fucking summer, fall, and I guess winter. But you know, winter, think about this. Winter only exists in first world countries. I'm gonna say that again. Winter only exists in first world countries. You will only see winter in Europe, in the United States, and shit like that. In Canada, you feel me? You go to Mexico, which is the Americas. It is south of the equator, I guess so, but it's not that fucking far. You go to Mexico, there's no winter. You go to the Dominican Republic, it's in the Caribbean, is right next to us. There's no winter. I know Dominican people that never seen snow until they came to the United States. Even though there's a word for that in Spanish, they never seen it though. They never experienced it. So tell me why the fuck winter only exists in first world countries? I feel like winter is fake. Also, I saw this man, this spiritual guy on YouTube. His name is Rashad Jamal, and he talked about the falseness of winter and snow. So think about this. Go back to our ancestral days. Go back to the days where we were Native Americans, where we were Native Africans, where we were Native Caribbeans, but especially Native Americans, bro, okay? Because I do believe that there's a reason why we are in the United States, right? And Native Americans were here first, but let me see. So pretend you are a Native American, right? Pretend you were what? So the conquerors came in 1700s, right? That's 400 years ago, or 1600, some shit like that. So listen, 500 years ago, not that long ago, if you think about it. one life is about 100 years. So it's like your great 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 grandfather was a Native American before the conquerors came, type shit. That's not really that far if you think about it. It could have been you. Like, to be honest, you could have been that dude, and now you're here back to reincarnate. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but just think about it. If snow was real, how in the fuck would Native Americans survive wearing no shoes or wearing moccasins and wearing nothing but deer fur, deer skin? How the hell would little babies survive? How the hell would they survive walking in feet of snow? Because when it snows, sometimes even, and when there's blizzards, it can go up to like 6 feet. You feel me? Buried. Then you have nothing but some animal fur on and some moccasins. And you telling me that you're gonna survive that? Like, that's crazy. I don't believe that there was snow like that. I do feel like snow is genetically modified to keep our society in a low vibration. And I think winter is the only time when they're able to do that. Like, they can't send snow in summer because that shit would melt. It'll turn into rain. But yeah, I'm about to end this video soon because, I don't know, I feel like I said everything that I had to say. Type in the comments anything you want me to talk about, because I have a lot of ideas and a lot of theories on life, and I hope I can help some of you out that need it. But before I go, I don't know if you guys know, but I'm an artist. I'm a hip-hop artist. I got about 75 songs out online right now. I got 6 albums out. I got music videos. I just made this really fire song last night. It's called Still on Top. I'm gonna release it in 3 days. So by the time you're watching this video, it's probably gonna be out, going crazy. So look up Yego The Purpose, Yeygo The Purpose. And the song is called Still on Top. That shit gangster as fuck though, you heard me? Like, I'm not just some spiritual dude. Like, I do really be doing this shit, you know what I'm saying? I am a spiritual warrior though, but feel me, I also be going through hood shit too. So, feel me? That's part of my life. Everything that I rap, I've been through that shit. Every song that I made has come from a point in my life, has come from instance that I've been through. So yeah, go look up Yego The Purpose, and one love. I'm out. Peace.